That feeling of laziness you've been fighting is a biological program. It's the invisible weight that makes starting anything feel impossible, the deep inertia that productivity hacks have failed to move. You've called it a character flaw. You will soon see it as a signal, a piece of data from your body. You know the feeling. You wake up, and the day's to-do list feels like a mountain. A profound lack of will hangs over you, a fog. Your conscious mind wants to get things done. It makes the plans and sets the alarms. And your body says, no. It's a quiet, stubborn resistance, a physical drag, like wading through wet concrete. You try to push through it. You drink more coffee or put on a motivational playlist. You tell yourself to just start. Sometimes it works. For an hour, maybe a day. Then the weight returns, heavier than before. Every ounce of progress is paid for with exhaustion. This creates guilt and shame. You see others moving and building, and you wonder, what is wrong with me? This cycle of pushing and crashing can go on for years. You might build an identity around it. I'm a lazy person. You treat it as a flaw in your mental operating system that needs more discipline. The battle is happening one level below in the engine room of your biology. Imagine an animal in the wild that gets a deep, infected cut. Its body has a choice. It can keep foraging and hunting, using precious energy, or it can find a safe place, lie down and divert all resources to healing. The choice is clear. Its immune system triggers a system-wide shutdown. This program is called sickness behavior. When your immune system detects a threat, it releases inflammatory molecules. These are the body's emergency responders. Think of them as urgent messages sent through your bloodstream. These messages reach your brain. They speak directly to the parts responsible for your mood, appetite, and motivation, especially a deep brain region that controls action. The message is blunt: shut it down. Suddenly, you lose your appetite. The world feels muted, grey. You feel an overwhelming urge to withdraw. You experience a profound state of lethargy, an inability to feel pleasure or motivation. Every potential action is weighed against its energy cost, and the brain's verdict is almost always no. This is your body intelligently conserving fuel. It's forcing you into rest to fight infection and repair tissue. Sickness behavior is your body's low power mode. It's a survival strategy. This makes sense when you have the flu. You're sick. But you also feel this way on a random Tuesday when you have a deadline. You feel this way on a Sunday afternoon when you wanted to go for a walk. You aren't coughing or running a fever. What's triggering the alarm? The answer is chronic, low-grade inflammation. Our immune systems evolved to handle acute threats like a virus. The system turns on, resolves the threat, and then powers down. It was designed for a sprint. Modern life has put our immune system into a marathon. Chronic psychological stress, a diet high in processed foods, poor sleep, and a sedentary lifestyle are all perceived by your body as persistent, low-level threats. A constant, quiet hum of immune activation results. Day after day, a small trickle of inflammatory signals are released into your system. A trickle that never quite stops. Think of it like a smoke detector with a dying battery. It's a constant, maddening chirp. That chirp is enough. It's enough to keep your brain in a state of low-grade sickness behavior. The shutdown is partial. You can still function, you get to work and make dinner, but the spark is gone. The drive is suppressed. Creative energy and the desire to learn are deemed non-essential and powered down. First, consider a graphic designer we'll call Mark. For years, he was a creative force. Then, in his early 30s, it faded. He started missing deadlines and his passion vanished. He felt lazy and deeply ashamed. He tried therapy and productivity courses for 2 years. Nothing worked. Finally, a doctor ran a blood panel and found his C-reactive protein, a key marker for inflammation, was high. His burnout was sickness behavior in disguise, triggered by years of chaotic sleep, a diet of takeout food, and relentless financial stress. His body was trying to save him from a lifestyle it registered as a chronic attack. Your brain can't distinguish the source of the inflammation. The signal for "I ate 3 donuts for breakfast" looks similar to the signal for "I have an infection." The stress of an angry email triggers a similar inflammatory response to the stress of an injury. The kill switch for motivation is stuck on because the smoke alarm is always chirping. How do you flip it back? You stop trying to out-discipline a biological safety program. That's like flooring the accelerator while the car's computer has cut power to the engine. You just generate frustration. The path forward involves reducing the inflammation that is suppressing your natural drive. The goal is to turn off the alarm. This means you become a detective in your own life. You start looking at everything through the lens of inflammation. How is your sleep? Are you getting 7 to 8 hours of rest or surviving on 5 hours and caffeine? Poor sleep is a massive driver of inflammation. What are you eating? A diet high in sugar and refined carbohydrates is fuel for the inflammatory fire. A diet rich in whole foods is the opposite. How are you moving? A sedentary life promotes inflammation. Gentle, consistent movement like a daily walk is a powerful anti-inflammatory tool. What is your chronic stress level? Your body keeps score. That job you hate, that difficult relationship, that constant financial worry, they are all contributing to the signal trickle. Pick one thing. For the next 2 weeks, make sleep your only priority.